What's up everyone, Joe here. First of all, I'm really sorry for the bad audio. I'm gonna have to get a new mic soon. Second, I've dedicated this channel for new photography and videography videos. So I'm gonna share with you 5 mobile photography hacks and tricks to help you improve your mobile photography and have quality good images for Instagram, for your social media, for your portfolio, wherever you want to post the photo. First tip, and it's located in every single phone, whether it's an iOS phone or an Android phone. It is called the exposure lock, and there's another option that is really the same thing. It's called HDR. So when you open your camera, some phones there will be the settings and the options on the bottom over the shutter button. On other phones like mine, you will have to swipe left or right, swipe right, and you'll see all the modes that you can shoot in. I'm gonna pick HDR, and what HDR does, it will equalize the highlights and the shadows so that you don't get overexposed or underexposed images, and you'll get those fantastic looking balanced images. So you can go and edit them really easily without having to go and manipulate the shadows and the highlights. And if you don't have HDR in your phone, you're gonna have to hold on the screen until a yellow hoop appears. You'll see there's like a small sun. It's the exposure knob, so you can lower the exposure if you're outside to take sharper images, or you can increase the exposure at a low light situation so you get more light into the image. So moving on to the next tip, and that is to use manual settings. There are a lot of phones, they usually call it Pro Photo rather than manual, and you'll have many other options to play with. It's definitely an improvement if you'll take a leap from auto to manual mode, because manual will help you manipulate the image more to your liking and get more satisfying results. So you can manipulate the shutter, you can manipulate the ISO, and you can manipulate the focus. So focusing is better manually if you have some really close objects, you want to get that macro shot. And you can also play with the shutter if you want to have really immediate fast shutter images, or really slow and open shutter images if you want to have, you know, those light drawing images. And you can also play with the ISO to have more light into your sensor or less light. You can also adjust the white balance if you want to have better colored data in your image, but it goes all to your personal taste. So if you do use manual, great job. Moving on to the third tip or hack, whatever you want to call it. You can enable RAW in the settings of your camera roll or your camera, in your camera app. So if you go into Pro Photo mode, there will be this RAW format in the settings of the camera. So you just have to enable it, and then whenever you want to go and edit the photo, you'll have more and better data to edit this photo with, rather than having a JPEG photo with really lost details and lost data. You'll have a really crunched image and a bad result. RAW will give you more open capabilities to edit your photo and have a sharper image and a better basically colored and balanced image. Tip number 4 is to use grids. I doubt that your phone doesn't have grids, because grids will help you adjust the angle of your image or position a certain composition or an object into your image that will give it a more appealing symmetrical look, or that perspective, you know, those lines going through your composition. Or maybe you want to have this spiral grid, which is called the Fibonacci spiral. Basically this is good for taking natural photos, maybe flowers, maybe taking photos of some seashells or something like that. But using grids will help you give more composition to your image, a better symmetrical result, and a better artistic taste to your need. And for the last tip of today, will be manipulating light. If you know how to manipulate and position your light, you will get the perfect image that you want, the perfect smooth lighting, maybe have a sort of longer shadow, you know, whatever artistic choice you're trying to get to, moving and manipulating and understanding light is really important. So take a look at this image, for example. This is a flat lay image, and if you want to see more flat lay tutorials like this image, tell me in the comments below. I'll try to make a clarifying video about flat lay photography. I've been doing it a lot and it's very interesting, and there's a special touch that you will use to have a great result with flat lay images. So when you manipulate your light, whether it's any different type of light, maybe it's sunlight, maybe it's a flashlight, maybe it's a softbox, using light will define the mood of your image. Even if you choose colored lights, maybe you can use color gels in front of your light, and I'll do an in-depth video about lighting very soon, so be sure to stay tuned. And an extra tip for you guys is to clean your lens. Clean the lens of your camera. Take any type of cloth and just wipe any dirt or any smudges of your fingers from the lens. That way you will get sharper images and you will get less bloomy images. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more photography and video tutorials. The next mobile photography video will be talking about using some mobile apps to edit and have cool results for your images, so be sure to stay tuned. Maybe ring that bell so you get notified whenever I'll post this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.